Namah Shivaya. Hello, children. Welcome you all to the final episode of our podcast series on the incredible life and teachings of Swami Rama. Now, you have listened to the stories about courage, discipline, compassion, ego, and devotion. But today, we reach the heart of his journey, a time when Swami Rama was trained to live in total silence and solitude deep in the Himalayas, and how that prepared him to bring his master's message all the way to the Western world. So let's begin. Now, there is a place in the Himalayas, quiet, sacred, and very cold, where monks go there to sit in complete isolation for 11 months. So, Swami Rama was one of them. At the order of his master, he entered a cave just 6 feet wide and 6 feet long. Small cave. No phone, no letters, no light, except a tiny needle point hole in the ceiling. Just one meal a day. That too, the meal is made of barley, vegetables, and milk. He did not speak to a single person for 11 months. He sat, he meditated, he practiced pranayama, and he waited. So, in the beginning, he struggled. See, he has been practicing all these spiritual practices since his childhood. It was difficult for him also. Just 6 by 6. It is so difficult for a person to stay in such a cave and not talking to anyone. So he struggled a lot in initial stages. But slowly the silence became sweet. The single beam of light became his focus. His breathing became his strength, and his mind became clear. And he emerged on July 27th at 5 in the evening, completely changed. But the world outside was strange now because he was so used to that dark cave. When he came out, everything felt very different to him. So he felt as if he landed on a new planet. And Rama said it took him almost 40 minutes just to cross one street because he was not able to walk in that path. So he did such a difficult sadhana for 11 months. So whatever we are doing also, when we start it appears to be very difficult. But after some time, for example, if you look at exercise, some people say that they can't stay without doing exercise even for a single day, right? Because it becomes a habit. Just like that, he was so much tuned to that life in the cave that suddenly he came out, it became difficult for him to even cross the street. Now, after this transformation, his master gave him a mission. He said, "You have a message to deliver. Go to the West, then go to Japan, then go to America, and you are my instrument." So, for this purpose, so his Guruji has trained him since his childhood. So, with only $8 in his pocket, Swami Rama boarded a plane from Calcutta to Tokyo. He stopped first in Hong Kong, where he spent most of his money on tea and tip. And so he just had $8, right? He arrived in Japan with just $3 and one apple. So a stranger at the airport asked where he was staying. Now Swami Rama smiled and said, "You are my friend, I'll stay with you." Now that man helped him and introduced him to Yokadasan. And Yokadasan is a Japanese spiritual leader who had been having the visions of a Himalayan sage. See, this is called divine support and divine help. He knows that he is having some visions from quite some time that a Himalayan sage is going to come. So when Yokdasan has seen Swami Rama, he embraced him and he said, "I have been waiting for you. So please teach me the secrets of the Himalayan masters." Now, Swami Rama stayed in Japan for 6 months, speaking to different spiritual groups in Tokyo, in Osaka, and in many other places. And then, just as his master has predicted, he traveled to the United States to meet his future students. Now, Swami Rama said, "My goal is to build a bridge between East and West, a center of learning where the eternal wisdom of the sages can be shared with the modern world." See, we have, being in India and being Indians, we are very lucky. We might not realize that, but Most of the spiritual knowledge is available in India, and the Westerners have no idea about this. And people like Swami Rama or Swami Yogananda, Swami Vivekananda, all these people, they have sacrificed their lives and they left India and went to the United States or any Western part. And what they did was they taught a part of the spiritual knowledge to the people in the West, because since they didn't know anything about all these spiritual practices and spiritual knowledge, they had to sacrifice their lives to leave their own country, go to the West, even without having money, facing a lot of struggles. Still, they went there and taught those people to uplift their spiritual well being. So, most of the Westerners were influenced by teachings from Swami Rama and even the other gurus that I've spoken just now. And you can see that when you go to Arunachalam, you can see so many foreigners visiting Ramana Maharshi's ashram. And if you go to Pondicherry, Arbindo's ashram, there you can find so many foreign students. And if you go to Isha, Swami Jaggi Vasudev Garu, even there you will find a lot of people. If you go to Varanasi, Kasi, you can see there. If you go to Rishikesh, you find why so many people. Why are they getting attracted? You see, they are not coming to see Taj Mahal or Delhi or something else. They are not tourists. Okay, that section is completely different. People who are coming to see India as tourists, they are different. But these are all spiritual seekers. When I went to Isha, I have seen some a girl from Germany, I think. I asked her why she was there, and she said she was working there, and she took 6 months leave, and she came to Isha, and she was doing all this service over there as a volunteer. And after 6 months, she'll be returning to Germany. So I was really surprised because we never do such things. What do? We take 2 3 days leave from the office or from your school. You just go as a family trip, even to any spiritual center. We go there, stay there for 2 3 days, and we come back. But these people are real spiritual seekers. They're coming all the way from the other part of the world, and they're staying here. They're leaving their jobs and they're staying here and practicing all these, and again they're returning because they know the value of this. We have everything in front of us, so we don't value them, but that is not available in those places. That is the reason they value so much. They're leaving everything and coming here to learn all these things. See how lucky we are if you are still in India. See how lucky you are to learn all these things. Now, as I said, Swami Rama's mission is to build a bridge between East and West. His mission is still ongoing, right? And you, right now, dear listeners, you're all a part of it. By listening to these stories, you're helping fulfill Swami Rama's dream that children, teenagers, and people from every corner of the earth can understand what it means to live with truth, live a life of kindness, self control, and having a purpose of life. That is what Swami Rama's life is telling us. Now, you have heard the 9 episodes filled with stories from the life of this great sage. Now, Swami Rama faced tigers, he slipped from the cliffs, he was saved by sages, he faced his own ego, he gave up treasures, and sat alone in silence to conquer his mind. But he also laughed, he served others, he learned from his mistakes, and always stayed humble. And now it's your turn. I advise you to read this book, Living with the Himalayan Masters. It is written in simple yet powerful language. It's filled with stories just like the ones that you heard. My only intention and purpose of doing this podcast series is to tell you or show you the taste of this book, because the incidents that I've said are just very few. You can find tens of such incidents in that book. So just read it. When you're reading that, you feel that you are also wandering in the Himalayas, you're also meeting the sages. You will have a very good feel. Try reading the book. Instead of watching a movie, you can do that, right? Every day, read for at least 10 15 minutes. You will learn a lot of things from this. And also, choose one practice to begin today. Maybe doing meditation for 5 minutes, just 5 minutes, sitting silent and doing meditation, or maybe speaking the truth, or showing kindness even when it is hard. Remember, Swami Rama has given his only meal of the day to another sage. In that way, even if you have to sacrifice something for others, are you able to do such things? Also, remember, knowledge is not just about reading, it is in being like that, right? So, Swami Rama said, we all know what to do, but very few of us live by it. And that is the real journey. So, whatever you have learned, only if you implement it, only then it is useful. So, carry these stories with you. When you are angry, remember the Swami who was kicked down a hill. And when you're scared, remember the tiger and her cubs. When you're proud, remember the cave. When you're tempted, remember the jewels and the fire. So, thank you for joining me in this journey. May Swami Rama's life be a guiding light in your life. Keep learning, keep practicing, keep shining. Namaste. Jai Hind.